change, wondering what's next. Is that all there is a question often asked. Perhaps you find yourself in this position, sensing that there's something more. While staying put is an option, the allure of something different, something more significant is undeniable. It's hard to overemphasize the value of mentorship when asking those questions. A mentor is not only a teacher and a guide, but a source of wisdom and experience. The guide sets a pace that can be followed. Today, we explore the role of mentor and mentee, as well as who needs a mentor and the choice all of us make, no matter what position or role.
This podcast is brought to you by DJ Works Media with resources and ideas for you at mid-career or halftime of life. Check out our online courses where we want you to not only start, but finish. Books available in all versions, and songs available for immediate download with sheet music and instrumental accompaniment tracks. Our musicals are family-friendly with great music that's memorable and inspiring. Sign up at goalsforyourlife.com/newsletter for weekly updates. Now to our episode.
It's hard to overemphasize the value of mentorship. A mentor is not only a teacher and a guide, but a source of wisdom and experience. The guide sets a pace that can be followed, and today's mentor can easily be accessed worldwide through digital platforms and communication. With the onslaught of distractions and messaging from unproven sources, a trusted mentor relationship is invaluable. Mentorship is not defined as life coaching or even coaching, but the mentee will experience many of the same benefits of coaching as a path is pursued and followed. The guide doesn't just speak about a subject, but has lived the subject that is placed before the mentee. The wise counsel and support that is provided comes from a depth of experience and a well of wisdom. So let's first talk about a path to follow. In the book, The Summit, our protagonist, Mallery, she knew she wanted to get to the summit someday. And when the offer was made, it came for traveling to the summit with a guide. And she knew a guide was what she needed to get to her destination. However, the first step she had to take was to start. If she had continued to hold her dreams inside her heart and under her pillow to never start on her journey, she would have never reached the heights of her personal climb. Well, there are many who are at the same crossroads that Mallery faced. They have decided to make a change someday. Dreams are held inside with the knowledge of what could be, but they are held back by fear, indecision, or personal challenges. And some of those challenges include a mindset that is fixed, as they've given up, faced with their own feelings of inadequacy. Well, there are also those who feel there is no need for a guide. Well, they have enough experience and they feel like they can figure out their own way. Additionally, there may be a resistance to listen and learn if there is an aversion to trust and an overarching sense of pride. However, it is a well-documented fact that most leaders, especially top leaders, experience a higher level of success and satisfaction when there's a mentor involved. Now, this doesn't just apply to world leaders or company leaders. It applies to most every individual, small business, and entrepreneur. Mentorship brings a higher and a quicker level of success, along with greater satisfaction. So who needs a mentor? Well, most anyone can benefit from having a mentor. even later in life. Well, there are so many life decisions in addition to business decisions that take on different forms at different stages of life. If one is looking for a mentor, it won't be hard to find one if attentive to the task. However, it is crucial to do some homework to realistically see the best qualities of a prospective mentor. I personally have felt like I've needed this type of guidance at different points in my life, both personally and professionally. I've raised a family, stayed married to one man, and have never quit working, even part-time, as an independent contractor, educator, and business owner. As a result, I've sought out the types of relationships and programs that inspire learning and growing. Through this process, I discovered my style of learning as well as style of leadership and how it helps me. And this in turn now helps me to help others more effectively. Well, not everyone is proactive like I am as a mentee and a mentor, and I understand that. Well, that's why it's important for any mentor to have content and materials available to build trust and to introduce people to a mentorship style. It doesn't have to be fancy, but it does need to be authentic, truthful, and reliable. And many times these materials take on the form of books, articles, and even podcasts. I have written and produced many of all of those types of materials through the years as an outflow of my messaging. Consistency, as well as common sense messaging, are most important. Well, the choice is yours. As we look again to the book, The Summit, when Mallery was on her journey, well, she had choices to make. She could choose to give up when faced with a chasm that it felt too wide to cross, or choose to let the negative voices in her head overwhelm her with discouragement and feelings of victimhood. She still felt fear when making the final decision to go on her journey and climb her summit, but she took the proactive step to clip on her carabiner and start climbing. If she had never gone, she would still say, ill-fated, as her name Mallery meant never. That's what her name meant, ill-fated. She would have never obtained the strong and courageous name of Andriette after climbing her summit. Well, many who are listening right now do have skills, experience, and resources that are just sitting. The chasm, it feels too wide, and the fear is real. And it doesn't take a huge amount of effort to make a decision to move ahead, but it does take positive energy and emotional resolve to start on the journey. I have created Hero Mountain Summit as an online mentorship course to not only start a journey, but complete it successfully with small steps that are achievable and measurable. I urge you to not put off the decision to start. I have personally seen those who have told me year after year of their projects that are still sitting, of their dreams that are still locked inside their head and their heart, and of their commitment to make a difference in the world with no action. I am doing what I do to help unlock those projects, unlock those dreams and commitments to make them real. So help me do that for you if you are still sitting on the fence. It takes the decision to start, then continue. One small step at a time. I thank you for joining me today in this very important message on mentorship. And whoever you choose to follow in your life, have some people around you that will help you get to where you want to be. It will be worth the time. It will be worth the effort. It will be worth the resources. You'll move faster. You'll be more effective, and it's a lot more fun. So thanks again for joining me, and I'll look forward to being with you again next time. Bye-bye for now.
Thank you for joining us. It is because of our wonderful listeners like you that we keep going strong week after week. We'd love it if you'd share and follow us to not miss a single show and even write a review. You can also find all of our articles, products, and links at womenathalftime.com.